Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. We have Touch of the Law today. This one is apparently the lobby theme for Masses Travels that I never really got to, and Para wanted me to get to in the executive producer queue, so of course it's a guarantee now. I must get to it, and I'm actually kind of excited to hear more from this specific part of the game because I love the way that Somniomancer sounded. Still love that, and I really want to hear more of like what this part of the game had to offer musically. So I guess without further ado, let's go. Ooh, I didn't expect vocals for a lobby theme. Ooh, nice harmonies in there too. Oh, I'm so glad I picked this one. Ooh, see, okay, this is much more what I expected. I didn't think it would start like that. Oh, man. God. The atmosphere for these ones is insane. I so miss this. Little acoustic guitar in there. Also the clicky sound design, the percussive stuff. It's really, really cool. I love that every time. Oh, man. Oh, the bass. Oh, God, that hits so hard. This is the type of bass that would make your car vibrate if you played it. Oh, that is so good. I really didn't think we'd get lyrics and vocals for a lobby theme. I'm not used to that. Oh, God, it fucks. It fucks so hard. It's amazing how clean it is. For as much reverb they've got in here, it's very surprisingly clean. Oh, that it? It felt very final. Ooh. Love like the birds and stuff there at the end of that. Oh, God, okay. I really missed this sound. I really did. Holy shit, Alec Justice, the person who produced this song. What a brilliant sound profile to like start this event on. I know we got a bunch of other songs with it as well, and they all kind of follow the same general vibe. But what's amazing about this one to me is that it sets that precedent, like, right away. You do get the vocals in there, of course, and that adds to that tone. If you didn't have vocals, I don't think it would have sounded nearly as ethereal, and just like that beauty in the voices being included is so important, especially with stuff like Somniomancer. It's just part of the identity of this part of the game, I think. Not that I've played it, but, you know, it's just, I can feel that here. From the other music I've heard, this is like the perfect starting point for that sound. It creates this beautiful broad scope, a lot of reverb, huge room in this song, and it doesn't do anything else but add more and more vibes. I really fucking dig this one. This is so cool. But I can't think of anything like negative to say about this one. I can't think of anything to be constructive with, because I think this might just be one of those perfect songs. It fits the vibe that it was written for 100% of the way. It matches all of the aesthetic of it in that sound and making that room and making things sound big and echoey. It had like the organ in there. That was a really nice texture. I love it when they add organs to pretty much anything. It's almost always a cool instrument to hear. But obviously for this case, it's very contextually relevant too. So it just kind of fits there. And it's just, everything in here was so neat. Again, those like texture things in the percussive side as well. That's such a specific tone to add, and I think they did that with Somniomancer too, because as we all know, Crywolf is insane with this sort of production as well. So it's just like making that room and making that sound, really settling into that and keeping that identity consistent is something I've always loved about how Arknights ends up handling their music production. When they hire out, they hire people who know how to match somebody else's freak, and I love that. It's so good. You know, like you can't just have one person, hire them for everything. You have to know who to go to for them to be trusted to tackle getting a vibe out. And I don't know who came first. I don't know if it was Alec Justice that like made this vibe, and then they just kind of gave like Crywolf and the other people who worked on music for this event like kind of a Bible of things to work on. Not really a pun intended there, but it kind of ended up being one. Either way, I'm sure that they gave them like an idea list of things to do, some sort of like a vibe sheet with a bunch of ideas or sounds they're going for, and they all worked from that. And if you're a good enough musician, you can just pull from that and you'll get relatively the same general feel. But it is also very possible one of these songs was already mostly produced and then everyone else was told to kind of match that. But again, no matter what the answer is to that question, it doesn't really matter because they all did such a good job at keeping that tone together. I've heard other songs from this, not just Somniomancer, it's just the one that I remember the best, so I'm using it as a reference. But this fucks a lot. I said it during the video, I'll say it again. This hits everything tonally, in the vibe, in the sounds and profile they were going for. It just hits all of the perfect spots. This is such a neat sound. I love this. And then like the addition of those little sounds that are in there, like the birds and shit at the end, just like adding more of that like scale, more of that room by literally having wildlife in the sound design. And that's just so neat. Creating this atmosphere that feels so full yet so empty at the same time. It's basically like they're asking specifically for, what would a sanctuary sound like if it was completely abandoned? What if there were no people in this sanctuary and you were just to kind of walk through it? What are the sounds you would hear? That's what I'm feeling from this lobby theme. Not necessarily the vocal part or like the organ and stuff, maybe like the echoes of an organ, something that once was there but is no longer there. It's like a haunted sort of feeling. It's really cool. It's like this location was frozen in time, and it's just, that's such a neat aesthetic, and being able to pull that out by just getting a vibe board and picking these sorts of sounds and rolling with that is what's so impressive to me. Because while I can obviously talk about it and explain why some of these decisions might have been made, I don't think I'm smart enough to be able to have decided on those myself. You know, like I can talk about them in hindsight, but I have the hindsight. It's these amazing artists that are able to hear or read whatever is their idea board and then are told to do stuff, and this is the sound that comes to mind. And that's where like people like me who are kind of posers compared to these actual people with skill who make these songs exist. You know, like that's the separation. I can hear this and talk about it, but I don't think I have the technical skill or the creativity to just be like, oh yeah, I know exactly how that would sound. Let me work it out. But all that is to say, fucking love this one. I love the vibe it sets. I love the precedent it sets. It makes everything fit for the tone of what I've heard from all the other songs in the same event. So this is sick as hell, and I really have a high appreciation for this one. Again, Alec Justice, insane quality production here. Brilliant post-production, echoes on vocals, brilliant work there. Her voice was so perfect in the mix here, perfectly reverbed, perfectly slid right in with everything else going on. really fucking good. But I'm done yapping here, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you have another song from Arknights you want me to get to, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you want to guarantee something, much like Para did for this one, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships where there is a tier that will force me to listen to whatever you want. Doesn't matter what it's from, who it's by, if it's good, bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guarantee. If you don't want to do any of that though, and you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!